Hello, everyone. Today is Reboot, Recharge, and Refill Your Brain Monday. I am inspirational author, life speaker, and yes, a surrendered rope of hope, Angelina Squire. So, my royal queens and kings, on today, we're going to continue to talk about the word change. And I don't know if you watched the last video where, I told you guys that for 4 weeks, we would choose a word and that would be the word for the month. So for change, we have 3 more weeks to talk about the word change. So we're going to go ahead and continue with that. So today's video is also based upon a comment that I received, and I followed up with that comment, and after having a very nice conversation with this person. This person was feeling like so many people today, they felt that in order to be successful or to have, the kind of life that they desire, they felt that you had to, make a certain income, live a certain way. And they also thought that, they had to have a certain amount of credentials or a certain type of credentials. So they was actually, comparing themselves to other people. So this video is for that comment as well as, those of you who can relate to this. And again, we're talking about change. Listen, in order to change, you must be uncomfortable. So that's something, right off the bat that we have to tell ourselves, whatever change that we're desiring to change within our life, we have to first know and grasp the fact that we're going to have to be uncomfortable, right? We're going to have to become uncomfortable. It's not going to feel good. And this is why it's so difficult and it's so hard for people to change, because it doesn't feel good. So, you know, sometimes people, in order to, not feel that pain, they would try to avoid it, so they think that by staying within that situation that they know they need to change, they think by staying there that it will actually, go away, or it will somehow make it better. But really, in reality, it just only makes things worse because you're already in a situation that you have already told yourself that, you don't like. So right there, that's your indication that change needs to take place. So first off, again, we need to know that we're going to have to be uncomfortable. Breaking bad habits, it's not always easy, and there are so many, bad habits that one can have. Habits are not always the same as someone some people may have a habit of gambling, maybe it's excessive partying, drinking, is it smoking, lying, could it be, assessing over past traumatic events, painful things that have already happened, and you're still, carrying around that burden of it, and it's on your mind constantly, daily. Some of you may have a bad habit of procrastinating. Some of you may also have a bad habit of being a perfectionist. Whatever that bad habit may be, they're not always easy, to break. I often, talk about being mindful of our self-talks, the inner dialogue that we have one-on-one with ourselves within. It's what we speak over our very own lives. But today, I wanted to also add that we also need to be mindful of our thinking. So that's what we're talking about today. We're still talking about change, but we're adding that we need to also be mindful of our thinking. With the everyday hustle and bustle of life, we're dealing with the workload on our jobs. We're dealing with our families, our children, taking them to school, picking them up from school, the many doctor visits. Some of you may be struggling to begin a business, or some of you may already have a business and you're even dealing with, the highs and lows that comes along with running a business. Some of you are dealing with, school, the pressure with the exams and meeting certain deadlines, with your assignments. Also, unexpected illness. Some of you, with the experiencing financial, hardships and so many other things that we have to deal with, just by waking up every day. So it's so easy, you know, to not, be able to change. It's so easy to not give our thoughts, healthy attention. And when I speak about healthy attention, when it comes to our thinking within our mindset, this is exactly what Reboot and Recharge and Refill Your Brain Monday is actually all about. This is actually what we're doing. We're giving our thoughts healthy attention, right? We're removing all the negative and replacing it with positivity. So until we can see our thinking as well as our emotions in an objectively way, we will always have a hard time of making, good decisions. We will even struggle with self-discipline. So what do I mean by, thinking and seeing our emotions in an objective way? It means to no longer be influenced by personal feelings, personal emotions, personal opinions. But it's thinking based upon facts, right? It's a perspective based in facts. So until we can think in this manner again, you will not be able to, think clearly. You will not be able to make good decisions. And we know that when we can't make good decisions, this also hinders us, from growth, from attacking our goals, completing our goals. Everything that we fail to do and everything that we do, every day within our life, it's the direct result of how our mind functions. Some people may not believe that, but again, everything that we fail to do or what we do in life, it's a direct result again of how our mind actually functions. It's how we're thinking during that particular time. So I came today to encourage someone who may feel, again, that people with extremely high IQs or, you know, they have these, a long list of amazing credentials. I'm going to encourage those who think that they are the only ones that can be successful. All of those things are great, but they're not the only ones that can be successful. And it takes more than that to be successful. It's more than just being smart. It's more than just being smart. There can be a very smart, educated person, right? They can have this long list of multiple amazing credentials, right? They can have all of these amazing degrees, but this person can still be among those who have not found true success. Now, you may find that hard to believe. You may be even baffled right now, wondering, well, how can that even be possible? They have all of this stuff, but they're not successful. How can that be? This is possible when our minds are not functioning optimally, right? When they're not functioning in the best way. This can leave us, again, not making very good decisions. So when you can't make good decisions, then you can't accomplish things that you set out to accomplish. So when our mind is not functioning ultimately, when it's not, in its ultimate manner, this will leave you with very little discipline. And anything that we do in life, it takes discipline. Change takes discipline. self-discipline. That means you're going to have to practically do something, right? But now let's take a look at someone who may not have, a high IQ like this person I just described. This person may not have any degrees at all, but this individual is successful. This individual without all the degrees, that is not so talented as the one with that very high Q and has all of that, those degrees. But somehow this person is more successful. And how is that? This is because this person's mind is functioning ultimately, right? They're making better decisions. They have self-discipline because their mindsets, their thinking, their thoughts are functioning in a positive way. Their mind is working in a positive way. This is the difference between mindful thinking and just living according to your emotions, or living out of your emotions, right? Or living out of those negative thoughts. So get this, if we are living out of what's actually within our thoughts, then you have to decide if you want to live a life of being a victim of, negativity, being a victim of negative thoughts, or, are you going to choose to be intentionally happy? Yes, it's a choice to be intentionally happy and a compassionate person, regardless of the low tides that hits your life. Your daily action begins again within your thoughts. Your daily actions begin again within your thoughts. You have to make it a habit to also ask yourselves questions, but don't just ask yourself, questions. Pay attention to your answers. Ask yourself, how is your daily attitudes? Are you grumpy 90% of your day? Are you stressed out over the littlest things? So ask yourself, check your attitudes every day, and then pay attention to your answer, because you will find that a lot of this stuff that you're stressed over, you're grumpy about, is things that you can simply sit down and you can fix. All of this again will give you an idea of the condition of your thoughts, giving you a condition of your thoughts. When you have an idea of the condition of your thoughts, then you become capable of releasing those negative thoughts, of being free, from those negative habits. You will begin to, see if perhaps you may even need some personal help within these areas, and it's okay to get help. Some people are fearful, when it comes to saying that, or admitting that they need help. It's never, something to be shameful for, if you need help. If you need help, reach out and speak out. Your focus mindful for this week. You do not have to be the most brilliant person, IQ wise, to be successful. You do not have to have this long list of credentials. You do not have to be the most educated person to be successful. And again, success, it's not just for the intelligent ones. But success are for those who eliminate negativity. Success is capable and obtainable for those who can release and eliminate the negativity, and they can see change as something to look forward to without fear. So whatever it is you're trying to accomplish in life, until you can see change as something to look forward to without fear, that it's going to help you to get that which you are seeking, you won't be able to make those changes. And you have to know and believe within yourselves that you are capable of changing. And it's okay that it may take you longer to change something, compared to someone else you know. Your life, your journey, your walk is yours. Your purpose is yours. When God created you, he didn't think about your friend or someone else. He thought about you at that time while he was creating you. That makes you unique. So we have to put in that work and find out what that uniqueness is. And we have to also put in that work to find out what changes that we need to make that's actually blocking us from living our best lives, right? So if you want to change, you want to see your desired results, you have to change your thinking first, because your thoughts will always drive your actions. So I thank you all for watching another Reboot, Recharge, and Refill Your Brain Monday. It's always a pleasure to come on here and do these videos. And thank you again to the person that sent, the comment and who I've had a conversation with. I never give anyone, names. Keep your comments coming, because, as you bless yourself, you're actually blessing, someone else. So if you would like to leave comments for this video, or other topics that you would like to discuss, please feel free to leave your comment below, or even inbox me. I do check my messages. So again, be blessed, and remember that you are royalty. Those of you that's new to the videos, the purple again is your reminder that you are royalty. So go about your day, treat yourself as such, own your day, own your mind. It's your journey, it's your life. Live it the way that God intended for you to live. Be blessed.